Alrighty, everybody, let's get going. Welcome to our functional fitness class, part of our Grow with GoGo series. Before we get moving, just the usual quick reminder of what else GoGo offers. So, in addition to these classes, you can access rides, meals, groceries, medication delivery, and home services, all by calling one number, and that phone number is 855-464-6872. We also have a referral program. So if you go to the bottom of your GoGo receipts, there is a code. If you give that code to a friend, once they've taken their first service with GoGo, you will both receive $30 in credit. So just a nice win-win. We also have a Facebook group, so if you ever want to connect with other GoGo members, you can find us on Facebook. We'll share a link in the chat to our Facebook page. And now we'll get going. So if we haven't met, I'm Adra. I teach the yoga and the functional fitness classes here at GoGo. For functional fitness, this class is a little bit more active than the yoga class if you've been to the yoga class. We use some light weights. Um, two two light weights, maybe 1 to 3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds if you're starting to feel a little stronger. If you don't have weights, that's okay. Grab some water bottles, grab some cans, or nothing at all. Just know that the upper body exercises, you're really gonna have to imagine that you're lifting something heavy if you don't grab anything to hold on to. So we use a chair, but the class is primarily standing, but if you need to sit at any point, you are totally welcome to. Before we get moving, does anyone remember the functional fitness move of the week? So not what I gave you in yoga last Wednesday, but the previous Wednesday. And I know some of you weren't here. I'm seeing some shakes. You could shout it out or put it in the chat. I would say it's sort of an important one. Yes, Fran, in the chat. Very good. Stand on one foot. Whew, good. Uh, Fran, did you get to do that? Did you practice standing on one foot? No, but you remember. Um, well, maybe we'll do a little extra balance today. Um, I'm just seeing things here in the chat. Oh, thanks, DJ. That's really sweet. That you're putting out how to change the name. So in the chat, if you are trying to change your name that shows up, DJ has given you instructions. So that's really awesome. Thanks, DJ. Um, and then okay, oh, interesting. So Dorothy here is saying it shows up as Marsha. Sometimes it's whoever's computer you're using. So maybe Marsha's your daughter. It's often whoever like signed up for Zoom. But thank you, DJ, for sending that in with the photo. That's really helpful. So if anyone wants to do that, the chat will still be available at the end of class. So know that that's there. Alrighty, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And here in a moment, I should pop up nice and big. If for some reason I didn't, you will have to adjust your settings. So the way you do that is you'll move your cursor to the top corner of your Zoom screen, and a box will pop up that says View. You want to pick Speaker View, and you'll see me nice and big. If you click Gallery, you'll see everybody else. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Okie dokie. Let's start in a nice standing position if that's comfortable. Let's take some big shoulder rolls back. And just so everyone knows, once class has begun, like now, I cannot see the chat. So V will monitor the chat and take care of you there. Let's take some shoulder rolls the other way. And then letting the shoulders relax. Let's do little knee bends. Let's inhale, bend the knees. Let the shoulders creep up towards the ears. And then straighten the legs and let the shoulders drop. I'll give you a side view. So we inhale, bend the knees, shoulders lift. And exhale, straighten the legs, shoulders drop. Keep going at your own pace, so just following your breath. So a reminder that this is your time. So if you ever need to take breaks or add something or subtract something, please feel free to do so. Listen to your body, make this work for you. Please be safe. So if anything doesn't feel good or safe, skip it. You're in charge of your body. All right, go ahead and let those shoulders relax and let's go into a little side bend. So it's straight legs, reaching one arm down your leg and then the other arm down. So keep going here at your own pace. And then making your way back to center. Let's soften those knees once again and inhale, open up the arms and lift the chest. A little back bend here. I'm just turning so you can see better. You don't need to move. And then exhale, round the back, give yourself a hug, tuck your tail, wrap your arms around yourself. So we inhale, open the chest, lift the sternum up, arms reach out to the side. And then exhale, curve the spine. Keep going, follow your breath. And then go ahead and come back to center, shake it off. Let's take the feet about as wide as your shoulders and we'll twist the whole body. So let your body twist one way and then the other. So you're letting your arms swing, your spine is rotating, but you're also welcome to let your hips move. Maybe one heel lifts off the ground and then the other. And then make your way back to center. Allowing your legs to stay wide. You can go a little bit wider if that's more comfortable for you. Let's do a few squats. Let's inhale, bend the knees and reach those arms forward in front of you if that's comfortable. And then straighten the legs as you exhale, arms come down. So we inhale, bend the knees, arms come straight ahead. And then straighten. I'll give you a side view as well. You don't need to turn when I turn. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we straighten. Follow your breath. You decide how deep you go. Listen to your body, make this feel safe. All right, and then coming all the way back up and shake it off. Standing tall, let's inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling, reaching tall. We're just warming up those shoulders a little bit. And then lower the arms back down. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, we circle the arms out and up. Exhale, arms lower down, reaching through those fingertips. We'll inhale, circle out and up and hold the arms up. And then bend the elbows, creating a W shape, lowering those arms. So let's do this a few times. We inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, we bend, creating a W shape. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend. Let those arms relax and let's take those feet really wide. So if you are wearing socks and you're on hardwood floor, I suggest you either have shoes on or take the socks off. If you're on carpet with socks, that's fine. I just don't want you slipping and sliding when you take your feet wide. So quite a wide stance. So as I reach my arms out to the side, my feet are maybe mid forearm um, height, but it doesn't matter so much. You're just going as wide as is comfortable without feeling like you're going to fall over. We'll bend one knee and let your hips sink back. So you'll get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. As you do this, you can let your torso come forward. So you don't need to stay completely upright. So you can come forward a bit, straighten out that leg and switch sides. So we bend the other knee, hips go back, torso comes a little forward and back up. I'll give you a side view as well. So we bend one knee, hips go back. So you can see that I'm coming a little forward. I'm not completely upright for this first variation. Then we straighten, and then we bend the other knee. And again, hips go back. So keep going here at your own pace. I have my hands on my hips. You can have your arms anywhere. Eventually, we'll add weights if you want them. You can play with the angle of your feet. So your toes can point straight forward, or they can turn out a little bit if that feels better. So your choice, what feels safe, what feels interesting, what feels maybe a little bit challenging. Let's do a few more, maybe evening yourself out so that you've done the same right to left. And go ahead and come on up, bringing those legs back towards each other, shaking it off. Okay, so now we're gonna move to our arms. You can grab your weights. This is a pretty challenging exercise, so it's a great exercise if you don't have weights or don't feel like using your weights. So I'll show both variations. You're gonna have your arms at a 90-degree bend. So you're creating these goalpost arms. We're going to internally rotate the arms. So what that means is we're going to be bringing those hands forward. I'll give you other views, only going so far as you feel safe and in control. So here I'm able to take my arms about parallel to the earth and then bring the hands back up. You can do this without weights. So you're going to keep going. So notice if you start to droop. So there's nothing necessarily particularly wrong with what I'm doing right now, drooping and doing this W shape. But if that's the case, I'd rather you get rid of your weights and do the motion a little higher or make the motion a little smaller. You're maintaining that 90-degree bend as you're internally rotating and then back to that external rotation start position. Nice, smooth breath. It's just a shoulder exercise. So don't let that spine move. Don't let the pelvis move. Those shoulders probably are already burning. Let's do a few more. All right, and then go ahead and bring those arms down. Take a moment, maybe a few shoulder rolls one way, and shoulder rolls the other way. All right, let those shoulders relax. We're gonna do those side lunges again. If you want, you can keep your weight. And so if you have the weight, you can put it in front of your chest. Otherwise, just put the weight off to this side. Feet go wide again, and it's up to you, the angle of your feet, and also how wide you go. Just make sure there's always one leg that's bent and one leg that's straight as we go through the exercise. So we'll bend one knee, hips go back. You feel maybe a little inner thigh stretch. Then straighten that leg, come to center, and switch sides. So keep going. Follow your pace. This can be a really deep stretch, or you can keep it really small. Find what works for you today, knowing that every day is different. Do a few more so you're nice and even, right to left. And then come on up once you're even. Bring those legs back together. Shake out those legs. Take a breath. We're gonna do those rotations again with the shoulders. So feel free to get rid of the weights, or if you have really light weights, maybe 1 pound would be good here. Or keep your heavy weights, just make sure your form is good. Form is more important than how heavy your weights are. So finding that 90-degree bend again, that goal post position. Watch your wrists. So if you're feeling this in the wrists, let me come a little closer. We don't want to be bent in a weird position with the wrist. We really want that wrist to be neutral so that we're working on that strength in the wrist the whole time. We're internally rotating. So bring those arms forward. Maybe they come parallel to the earth, maybe not. And then arms back up or hands back up. So we're rotating that arm bone in the shoulder socket. The shoulder will move as well, or the shoulder blade will move as well. Collarbones will shift. And really watching. So if you could see yourself, notice if you're drooping down. Again, there's nothing inherently wrong with drooping down, but see if you can try and keep that lifted position. Also noticing if you're bringing your arms in a lot or bending your elbows a lot. Again, nothing inherently wrong, but noticing, having that awareness of what your body is doing or how you're trying to compensate for something really hard. A few more. Whew. All right, and then lower those arms down. A few shoulder rolls back. And a few shoulder rolls forward. Okay, let's let those shoulders relax. Let's put those weights down for a moment and we'll do a little balance work. So go ahead and make your way behind your chair or by your wall or to a table. So just somewhere where you can hold on to things. It's up to you what you hold on to. Let's step that right foot in front of the left like you're standing on a balance beam or a tightrope. Let your weight rock. A little forward and a little back. And so for this exercise, I want you to try and find a position where your weight is pretty equal front to back or right to left. I'm trying to figure out where your stance or your weight is equal. And then we'll start to challenge the balance. Maybe you hold on with one hand. Maybe you hold on with two. Maybe you hold on with one finger or no hands at all. All right, let's bring both hands back to the support if you've lifted them, and let's switch. So other foot stands in front. First, we just rock that weight forward and back. So just feeling that shift in the weight. And then find even weight front to back. Pushing firmly down into the feet, into the ground. Maybe steadying your gaze on something that is not moving. And then feel free to hold on with two hands, one hand, one finger, or no hands. All right, and then go ahead and take those feet back towards each other, shake it off. Let's do a quick stretch here. Upside down L pose or chair dog, hands on your chair, or on your wall or your counter, walk yourself back, make an upside down L pose or position. Your chest can be lifted or lowered, your knees can be bent or straight. Your ankles are approximately under your hips. All right, and then go ahead and lift yourself back up. And let's do some balancing. Since it was the move of the week, I'm not sure you did any balancing. So let's practice together. Pushing down onto that left foot, holding on to your support. Let's float that right foot off the ground. The foot can come forward, it can go back. I don't mind, it doesn't matter. And start to firmly push down into that standing foot. So that left foot is pressing down into the ground. You're holding on with two hands. If you feel balanced, maybe you hold on with just one. Or maybe you're holding on with a few fingers. Or if you need more challenge, you let go completely. If you still need more challenge, if you're standing on one foot, you're feeling comfortable and steady, then maybe you close your eyes. If you're already having a hard time, please don't close your eyes. It's going to make it really, really, really hard. All right, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. Bring your hands back to the support if they're lifted. Shake it off, and we'll try the other side. So now standing on that right foot, left foot comes off the ground. It can come forward, it can come back. It doesn't matter. Find what works for you today. Start to firmly push into that right foot. So you're feeling that right foot gluing to the ground, grounding into the floor. Hold on with two hands or one hand or a few fingers or no hands at all. And you have that same option. If this is easy, then close your eyes, make it a little more challenging. If it is already challenging, please keep your eyes open. Gaze at something that is not moving to really steady your balance. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. Bring the feet down, shake them off. All right, let's grab those weights. We're gonna do another arm exercise. So we'll give that balance a break. Grab your weights if you have them, or your cans or your water bottles. So you're probably used to us doing bicep curls, but we're gonna do our curls in reverse. So usually when we do the bicep curls, we let our palms face forward. I'll just show you the traditional thing that we're not gonna do. Palms face forward. And so it's about the position of my wrist or my forearms. But what we're going to do is the palms are going to face back. So go the natural way. So the thumbs will be in, pinkies out. And we're going to do bicep curls that way. If this feels crazy, then get rid of the weight. And of course, if you don't like it, you can stick with the traditional bicep curl. But we're going to try, or I'm going to do it, and it's up to you what you choose to do. We're going to do that rotation. So we're going to have those palms facing back. And then we do the bicep curls that way. Try and keep your wrist really stable here. So it is a wrist exercise at the same time as it is an arm exercise. So we don't want to be bending at the wrist. Let me do a side view as well. I'm going to show you what not to do. We're not doing this or that. We want a nice neutral wrist. Whoops. It's a nice neutral wrist as you do your curls. You might find that you need to go a little bit wider out to the side going into a W. That's okay. You don't have to go straight ahead if that's not possible. But if you can, try and keep it as straight ahead as possible so that you're really working those forearms, the back of the forearms. Couple more. All right, and then let's go ahead and let that go, and you can put the weights down. We're gonna do a lunge. I think I'm gonna give you a front view for the first set. So we'll take that right foot in the front. I'll mirror you. Left foot behind. Make sure you're holding on to something on either side. So whatever side you want, go ahead and grab a hold of something. My feet, I'm just going to give you a side view, are anywhere from 1 to 3 feet apart. It depends on how long your legs are. Your back heel should be off the ground if possible. Your legs are not on a tightrope. You're on railroad tracks or two parallel lines. Make sure you have a little bit of space between your feet so that you have some support, some balance. Please hold on to something at least for the first round. You'll bend your knees, so you're going towards a 90-degree bend. You don't actually have to go that low. And then straighten your legs. You're going to keep your body pretty upright. I'll give you a side view as well. So we're bending the knees. The torso is pretty upright. My arm is just in the way, so I'll move it over. Straighten. So we're bending and straightening those legs, trying to keep that torso upright, and you're holding on to your support. So go ahead, keep going. Couple more. All right, and coming up, take your feet together and we'll switch sides. So I'm just gonna move my chair to the other side so I can keep facing you, but you could just turn around. Or you could just keep the chair on the same side of your body the whole time. I just have this thing that's demonstrating, so I want to move the chair. So holding on, switching which foot is in front. Again, setting yourself up, all 10 toes face forward, back heel is off the ground. You are on railroad tracks or parallel lines. You're holding on, at least initially. We bend the knees, torso stays upright, and we straighten the legs. I'll give you that side view. You decide how low you go. You are in charge. So if your knees are bugging you, make it really small. Or maybe you're just holding that upright position, trying to find some sense of balance. You can always take breaks if you need to. Couple more. All right, and then coming up, stepping those feet together, shaking it out, and then grabbing those weights for those reverse curls or no weights to practice that reverse curl position. All right, so palms face back, thumbs are close to the body, pinkies are out to the side, shoulders are soft. We bend the elbows, so it's like a regular bicep curl, except for the palms are in the other direction. I'll keep going. So you'll really feel those wrists working, those forearms working. If it's too much, just flip your palms back to the normal bicep curl position. Couple more. All right, and then bringing those down, putting the weights off to the side for a moment, shake it out. Let's reach those arms back behind us, interlace the fingers if you can reach, otherwise reach back without interlacing, and squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Okay, and shake it out. We are going to repeat many of the exercises we've just done. I'm going to tell you now, but don't worry, I will talk you through each one again. We're going to begin with our side lunges. You don't need to go there now. I'm just telling you what we're doing. So those are the ones where we bend one knee and one leg is straight. Then we go back to those rotations where we have the weights if you want them, and we internally and then externally rotate those arms. Then we will move into the front lunge where one foot is forward and we bend one knee, or both knees as we lower the body. And then we will go into the reverse curls or regular bicep curls if that's what you prefer. So that's the whole thing. Let's grab those weights if you want them. Take a few deep breaths. We're not really going to take a break between each exercise, but if you need a break, listen to your body. That's fine. Take a break. All right, if you want, weights are by the chest, feet go wide. So this is a pretty wide stance, wider than the shoulders. Let's bend one knee, hips go back, torso comes a little bit forward, one leg is straight, and then you lift yourself up. And then we switch sides. We bend the other knee and come up. So keep going at your own pace. Keep going. Nice, smooth breath. We're trying to aim towards about 10 per side or 20 total. All right, start to even yourself out. So you've done the same right to left. And when you're ready, come on up. Let those arms rest for a moment. Bring those feet together. Okay, we're going into the internal rotation. If this is too much, get rid of the weight. It's still a great exercise without weight. So we find that 90-degree bend, that goalpost or cactus position. We internally rotate, bringing those hands forward. It's up to you how far forward you go, right? Maybe it's only a few inches. And then back to center or back to the start. So we're internally and externally rotating. Nice, smooth breath. Listen to your body. So if you need breaks at any point, please take them. Okay, maybe one more. And then lower those arms down. We're doing those lunges. So if you need support, grab a hold of your support. We have one foot forward, one foot back. I'll use the wall. One foot forward, one foot back. All 10 toes face forward. You are on railroad tracks. Back heel is off the ground. You're supporting yourself if you want. We bend the knees and straighten. The torso is pretty upright as you do this. Feel free to let go if you're starting to feel like your balance is there. All right, maybe one more. Stepping forward, back foot meets the front, and we switch sides. Other foot is in front, other leg steps back. Feel free to hold on. Feel free to turn if you want the other hand supporting you. Same setup, all 10 toes face forward, back heel is off the ground. Torso stays upright. We bend the knees and we straighten. Couple more. All right, and then stepping forward, back foot meets the front, shake it off, grab those weights, reverse curls or regular ones if you don't like the reverse. Palms face back. We bend the elbows and lower the hands. We're trying to keep that wrist straight the whole time. That's a really big part of the exercise, is that forearm stabilizing. Couple more. All right, and then bringing those hands down, shaking it off. Let's do a little forearm stretch. So we'll do the back of the forearm and then the front. So let's take our thumb inside of the palm and wrap the fingers around the thumb and then bend at the wrist. So it's like you're knocking on a door with your thumb inside of your fist. So you're bending at the wrist. And then you'll take your other hand and gently push onto the knuckles. So this only works if your elbow is bent close to your body, bending at the wrist. I believe in sign language, if you put your other hand here, this means dinosaur. I might be wrong though. And then switch sides. So thumb goes inside, wrap the fingers around, elbow is bent. You bend at the wrist like you're knocking on a door. You have to kind of touching the door part. And then use your other hand to push on the knuckles gently. Then we'll stretch the other side of the forearms. Let's reach one hand forward, palm faces forward, fingers down, and then grab a hold of the fingers and pull the fingers back. Give you a side view. Your arm doesn't need to be high like mine. It could be down here if that feels better. Your elbow can be bent if that's better on your body as well. And then switch sides, other arm forward, palm faces forward, fingers down, pull the fingers back. All right, and release, shake it off. Let's do some balancing. So I'm going to stand behind my chair again. You feel free to hold on to whatever you'd like. So we're going to finish up with a few more balancing exercises since this was the move, and I'm not sure how many of us practiced. So let's stand. Let's start with our right foot. We'll stand on our right foot. Let's lift that left foot forward in front of us this time. So I know the first time we did the one leg balance today, I said you could lift your leg. However, if you feel okay with it, let's bring it forward. So it's like you're kind of about to take a step or a little march. We're standing firmly on that right foot. That left foot is off the ground. If this is too much, those left toes could be on the ground, just straight in front of you. Now, it's up to you. Maybe you keep holding on with two hands. Maybe you hold on with one finger per hand. Maybe you hold on with just one finger or one hand or no hands. Now, if you're no-handed and you feel comfortable, I want you to let your gaze wander a little bit. So we did closed eyes earlier. Now you're just sort of going to let your gaze wander if you need a little more challenge. As we move our gaze, the balance becomes more challenging. And that could be moving just the eyes, or you could be moving the head. So feel free to play with both of those. Then coming back to center, shake it off, and let's stand on the other foot. So standing on that left foot, we're holding on, lift that right leg up, take it in front of you like you're about to take a step or a march. And then it's up to you what you do, holding on with two hands, or a few fingers, or one hand, or no hands, or moving the gaze. So find that challenge that works for you. Right, we're all in different places. All right, and release, shake it off. Let's find an upside down L or a chair dog, hands supporting you on whatever surface you'd like. Walk yourself back. Find that torso close to parallel to the earth, but again, it can be lifted, it can be lowered more. Knees can be bent or straight. You can also move around, maybe pedaling out the knees, so bending one knee and then the other. That can feel nice. Go ahead and lift yourself back up, all the way up to stand. Take a step away from your support. Let's inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the arms back down. 2 more times. Inhale, circle out and up. Exhale, back down. 1 more. Inhale, circle out and up. And exhale, let it go. Awesome work, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure as always. Fridays, yoga. Looking forward to seeing you there if you're coming. Looks like a lot of things happened in the chat while we were teaching, or while I was teaching. So let me just have a quick look at what's going on. Oh, great. And V added more notes on how to rename yourself. That's awesome. Jim's saying he's tired. He's probably already gone. Need to rest. That's totally fine. I love that. If you start class and you're feeling tired and need to rest, rest. Oh, you're here, Jim. I see you.
Yes, I'm good.
You're good. And then Nell
Yes,
said, "Me too, Jim."
I'm I am tired now, and that feels good.
Good. Well, hopefully that means either there'll be a nice nap later or a good night's sleep tonight.
Probably good night's sleep tonight.
Good, good.
I'm retired for a long time, and I've got more things to do than when I was working.
Hey, that's great. Keeping yourself busy is important.
Yes.
And then Linda saying, hope you had an enjoyable Labor Day. Another great workout, very intense, but much needed. Thanks, Linda. Um, Annette saying, thank you for a robust workout. Awesome. And if anyone has questions, now is your time. So if you have questions about class, either this class or the yoga class, now's the time. Oh, no, I see that you have your hand up. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but you are on mute.
I don't have much to say. I was just letting you know I'm here too, like Jim is. I just had to take a little bit of rest because I injured my knee yesterday, so I had to take a little rest.
Oh no. I'm sorry to hear you injured your knee, but I'm glad you're here and that you are taking care of yourself and resting as needed. So
Yeah,
listening to
it
your
was
body
a
is
good
important.
workout.
Great. I'm gonna share this. So September, I'm gone quite a bit. I'm going to share the screen here so you can see what's happening. Carol will be covering quite a lot, so that'll also mean that it's mostly chair yoga. So today we are the third, functional fitness. Um, and then on Friday, it will be chair yoga with me, so usual. And then after that, for 2 weeks, it will be Caro teaching. So Carol will teach yoga for the week of the 7th and then the week of the 14th. And then I am back that following week. So just a heads up so you know what's happening. Um, I'll leave that up for a minute, but I'll take it down here in a sec.
Adria, where are you going?
Where am I going? So I'm going to Morocco. For here the 10th, I think I leave the 9th through the 20th. And then I come back for a week and then I'm gone again for a week for a training. So I'm doing a family thing in Morocco. It's sort of my husband's family lives all over the world, and that was sort of the middle point. So that's where I'm going.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, hopefully we have a great time. I think we will.
Enjoy your trip. We'll miss you.
I will miss all of you as well. But I'll be here Friday if you're free.
Up again? Could you put the calendar up again?
Yeah,
It's all chair yoga except for the last week in November,
got it in September. Yeah,
in September.
give me a
Yeah.
sec.
Okay.
Let me bring that up.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Okay, so the calendar is back up. Hopefully we can all see that. So yeah, so it's basically chair yoga all month until the end of end of September, the 26th. And our chair yoga class is, I think, generally slightly, I don't know if this is true, but I have the impression it's slightly better. Whoop, sorry, just hit the mic. Slightly better attended than our functional fitness class, anyways. But yes, chair yoga basically all month until the 26th. And then if anybody is hoping to get some more functional fitness, we have loads of YouTube videos. So if you go to the GoGo YouTube channel that gets emailed to you when we send calendar invites, and we'll have V put it in the chat now. If you go there, then you can watch any of the past classes, and if they're even dated. So if you go, oh, I missed this class, then you could even go to a class you've never been to.
Thank you.
Great. And I'm going to stop sharing here again. Linda's saying, thank you,
So she's
Enjoy.
gonna send us a follow-up. Oh my good.
Sorry, Annette?
Oh no, I saw a note from Vera. It said she would send a follow-up.
Yes, yeah. So V sends a follow-up, or GoGo sends a follow-up email
Mm-hmm.
every week, and then you'll have the link to the YouTube channel there. But she's put it in the chat as well.
Okay. Okay. Well, enjoy Morocco.
Thank you.
Are you gonna go up into Spain, Portugal as well, or just Morocco?
Just Morocco this time. There's just
Um,
not enough time. And the way visas work for
oh,
some family members who are in Uganda,
yeah.
like getting out of Africa is very, very hard. So we're in
Yes.
Morocco.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Thank you. I enjoyed the session, my first time, Oakland, California. Thank you.
awesome. Did you say Oakland?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm in San Francisco.
Oh, really? Okay, small world.
Small
Thank you.
world. Thanks for being here. Always love when new people say hi. And of course, if you need to go, you're welcome to pop off whenever. I'll leave this open for a few more minutes in case anyone has questions. All right. I am here Friday, so come Friday. I'd love to see you. 10 a.m. Pacific. Great. Lots of really nice comments. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Adrian, are you going to exercise with your family when you're on vacation?
Probably. I plan on it. I hope I get some exercise in.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Have a great
sometimes.
time.
Thank you. Sometimes when I travel, I will teach the GoGo classes. Some of you have probably seen me do that, but with time zones, it can get a little tricky, and then I sometimes forget when I'm supposed to be teaching. So, since Carol was free the whole time, thought she should just take it over.
Well, safe travels.
Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, everyone. I guess I'll let you go if no one has any other questions. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Hopefully I see you Friday, and if not, I will see you at the end of the month.
See you Friday.
Have a safe trip.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.